Let's look at some of the ways we can share our photos with our Flickr account. So let's go up to Contacts, and first we're going to look at our contact list. And here we see our contact list contains friends, family, and just contacts. Contacts can be virtually anybody on Flickr, that usually people that share a common interest with you. Okay, let's go back up to our contact menu here, and let's click into Latest Photos. And latest photos are just photos from your contact list, and this is a good way to just have a thumbnail view and keep up with what your friends and family are posting to Flickr. Okay, let's go back up to our contact list here. And another option is to invite your friends. So here we have a menu where we can enter in our friend's email address, their name, and send them a custom message and invite them to participate in Flickr with us. Okay. Another neat item we can do is give the gift of Flickr. So say a family member has a free account and you'd like to give them a gift, you can actually buy them a pro account, and you can do that right here. Another thing we can do with Flickr is participate in groups. Now let's go ahead and click into the groups that we belong to. Now groups are a little bit different than contacts in that they are a group of people that have Flickr accounts that share a common interest, and we actually contribute some of our photos to the groups. And usually they are some of our better photos. It's unusual that somebody would contribute all of their photos to a group. So we see that we have a group called Downhill Mountain Biking. It contains 229 members. We have 1,070 photographs, and we can see that we've actually contributed a couple of photographs just recently. So let's look at how to do that. So after we join a group, when we go to our photographs here, the Your Photos page, let's click through on that, and we bring up a photograph, for instance. We have an option here to send to the group, and once we click on it, we see all of our groups come up, and we simply click this option, and this photograph will be sent to the group for all the other group members to view. Okay, so here's in our groups menu, we can actually search for a group. So we can search the whole Flickr application for groups. Let's go ahead and put in the abbreviation for mountain biking and click on search. And here we see 515 groups about mountain biking, and we can actually apply to join any of these groups. Alright, let's go back up to our groups menu, and we have another option here, and that is we can create a group. And this is pretty neat. We could create a public group where anybody can join. We could create a public group, and anybody any Flickr member or even anybody on the internet could actually see our photos, but they could only join by invitation only. And our last option is we could have a private group, and this is useful for family and friends to create a little group that everybody can participate in, but it's not necessarily of interest to everybody. Okay, lastly, let's look at the Explore menu, and this is pretty fun. There's lots of interesting things that you can do with Flickr and look at what everybody else is doing. So if we go to the Explore page, there's always a lot of interesting pictures to look at here. And let's go back up to our menu. So it's worth checking out this menu once in a while. Flickr is a constantly evolving application, and so new neat stuff comes up all the time. Thank you for watching this WeDigi tutorial. Now please close the media player and return to the main menu for additional tutorials.